So for everyone who hasn't seen her yet, this is the little cute kitty causing mischief in nearly every video that I record here. And right now she just wants pets, but I want to record my videos. So yeah, if you see her jump on me and get with me, that's normal. I'm gonna try and keep her away. Hello my fellow fantasy book lovers. In today's video I want to talk about special edition books and where you can actually still find them. Because I want to talk both about the new special editions coming out, but also because I only got back into books recently where you can find the older special editions that you may have missed. And in today's video I want to share with you my advice on how to get started with these special editions, where you can find them and how you can purchase them, etc. And also some small things that you need to look out for when purchasing these, because some people will try to scam you out of your money, which is way too much than you actually should be paying for these books. So let's dive into it. First things first, where do you start this epic quest to gorgeous fantasy books? For a book to be a special edition, it needs to be different than the original. So most of the time it will include a new cover design, another dust jacket design. It could be spray painted edges, gilded edges, other art on the inside of the book. Some authors even decide to have different special editions with different end chapters or extra chapters added to it, depending on which edition you buy, which is not something that I'm personally into. So what special editions can you get and where? The three main ones where I personally get my special editions from are Illumicrate, Fairy Loot, and Waterstones. Those are the three publishing companies, if I can call them like that, that I personally buy from. Why? Because for Illumicrate and Fairy Loot, they are super pretty. Like if you even look at the normal boxes that you get from them, the books are exceptionally gorgeous. So I like to get my special editions from them directly as well. But there's also, of course, different publishing houses or different like book binderies. I don't know what the exact word is for this. Like they make leather books. There's a whole bunch of them. There's Folio Society. There's also Nerdy Ink. But you have a bunch of them and they actually try and get the rights for this specific book. So they actually try and get the rights of the book and to make their own special edition. And then there's also people who hand customize books. So they buy up the hardcover books, spray paint the edges themselves or paint them or do whatever they do to the books. But that's also a way of getting special editions that are not mass produced. Because let's face it, the ones from Illumicrate, Fairy Loot, Waterstones, etc. are all mass produced. So then how do you actually buy these special editions? Well, first of all, some of them may work with a wait list or you have to be on a special subscription, etc. to be able to order them first. Some other websites will just open it up at a specific time and you can just order it. For Fairy Loot and Illumicrate, I've noticed that they most of the time open it up a day early for people on their subscription. So you will get an email saying that, hey, you can now order this book and here is your code to be able to already order it. And their prices are fairly reasonable. I think most of the books are between 20 and 40 euros each for one book. And if it's like a really super special edition, you might pay a little bit more. It really depends on what they did to the book, how much work was into it, and how exclusive and special the special editions are. And then of course you have things like the system from Waterstones, where they don't work with a waitlist system, they just work with, at that moment in time we will open that you can buy the book. And what you get then is overloaded servers and you not being able to purchase the book that you want within a reasonable time span. I did this for Empire of the Damned, which is coming out next year by J. Christoph. I love J. Christoph's books. So whenever Waterstones announced that they would have a special edition, I really wanted it. I struggled so hard to get in. Like I was able to go on the website, see the book, push the add to cart button, and then nothing would seemingly happen. The system was so overloaded that they had to do like a lot of things to get it fixed. It ended up taking me about an hour to be able to put the book in my cart, go to the checkout, fill out my details, pay for it, and then get the order confirmation. But I did end up getting it. Sometimes they also work with a limited amount, which I don't know if they did for this book, because I can still see it on the website and I'm still able to order it if I would want so. The thing is also that a lot of these services limit the purchase to 1 book per person, so 1 book per order, which I really get, because you will have resellers who buy up pretty editions and then resell them for a lot more money. But more on that later. My biggest tip to you for ordering these books, if it is like a time-sensitive thing or an amount-sensitive thing, log into the website beforehand. Make sure you are logged into your account, that you have everything set up, that you have your credit card ready, that you have your PayPal ready, that you don't waste additional time logging into systems, because that will take away from your purchase time, and it also makes that whatever it does in the system, it takes even longer. But what if you can't actually get these books whenever they come out? Are you then doomed to not have any special editions at all? Of course not. Because, as I mentioned, there are people who buy these books and resell them to make a profit out of it. Which I get and I don't get. Like, I love books, and whenever I buy books and resell my books, I keep it around the same price as I personally paid for them. And I think it's ridiculous that people buy a 50 € book and then try and sell it for over 350 euros, which is, for example, what's currently happening with the Illumicrate edition of Empire of the Vampire, which I have over there, which is one of my most recent purchases. But where did I end up getting it? Because I sure as hell didn't pay 350 euros for it. Well, I mainly look on secondhand websites. There are a few international secondhand websites, and those really abuse on the reselling, such as eBay and Mercari, but there are also other websites. I only very recently discovered that Vinted, which is the Belgian European alternative to Poshmark, also has books on it. So I'm not sure if you can see them, but I have a trilogy up there, which I bought on Vinted, hardcover books, really nice edition books, and I didn't even pay 10 euros each for them. If I were to buy them brand new, that would have cost me 25 euros. Empire of the Vampire by J. Christoph is one of my favorite books, and whenever I saw the different special editions, the only one that I didn't have that I really wanted was the Illumicrate one. So I have the regular hardcover, which is perfect for me because that's the one that I actually read. Then I have the colored edition, and now I also have the Illumicrate edition, which I personally love. This book, because I'm going to go into my Vinted profile so we can actually check it. If you type in Empire of the Vampire, you will find a lot of these special editions, but they will be 100 euros or more for just the one book. Now, do keep in mind, this is a very limited special edition, and if it would have been my ultimate book to get, I would have paid 100 euros. However, there's often people, and I'm actually going into my order history, who sell them for cheaper. So there was a girl who had the book, and she actually sold it to me for 50 euros, which I think is around the price that she would have paid if she bought it brand new. The book is in mint condition. I don't think she's ever read it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I was really happy that I could buy it for 50 euros. So I ended up with the fees of the platform paying 56 euros, which is still a hell of a lot better than the 100 euros or more that some other people are charging for this exact same book. So if there's one piece of advice that I can give you on these secondhand websites, is to always be on the look for these books. Look daily if there's new people uploading it, because this girl put the book up on a Tuesday or something, and I saw it immediately, sent her a message, hey, is it in perfect condition, blah, 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 and I immediately bought it from her. If I would have waited longer, someone else would have snatched it up, because honestly, all of the others are 90 euros or 100 euros and more. So it's really about keeping an eye on it, looking for it regularly, and also not being afraid to make an offer on a book. I only just found the Samantha Shannon special edition set, so A Day of Fallen Night and Priory of the Orange Tree in their special editions. Normally people ask 150 up to 200 euros for the two books together. I found someone who was willing to sell them to me for 120 euros, both of them together, in perfect condition. They still have to arrive, so I'm touching wood right now that everything will be perfect when they arrive, but they are currently on their way to me, and I'm super excited. So whether you're looking to get them brand new or secondhand, I wish you the very best of luck on getting the gorgeous special editions of your favorite books. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye!